The 10th edition of the Marico Innovation Foundation's biennial Indian Innovation Icons was held in Mumbai, celebrating 7 groundbreaking innovators for their contributions across telecom, space tech, clean energy and social impact. Among the winners was Rocket Learning, an edtech startup transforming early childhood education by empowering Anganwadi workers. My colleague Anuj brings us this report.
First of all, congratulations on your victory. I know you've put light on, your co-founder put light on why, the basic idea, the core idea of Rocket Learning is important, but I would want you to reiterate on it again very briefly on why do you think something of this sort is needed for the country?
The idea behind Rocket Learning is really how can you provide children below the age of 6 the best stimulation possible through both sets of caregivers, the caregivers in the Anganwadi Karyakarta, the Anganwadi worker, and the parents at home. And it's a simple idea using simple technology, using people on ground, and really supporting the government to make this a much better system overall.
Okay, interesting. Now, as interesting as this prospect sounds like, it's also treading a very fine line because you guys are talking about teaching something to children before they start their official schooling. And there's always been this debate about, how much to push the envelope when it comes to letting children live their childhood of sorts, and also, bringing them into the main fold and trying to teach them even before their school training begins. How did you think about this before coming up with this idea?
That's such a good question. I'm so happy you asked it. So 85% of the brain develops before the age of 6, right? And how the brain develops is through play. So what we look at as play is actually serious business for the child. So when you give things like you mix dals in a katori and you ask the child to separate the dals into the 3 separate katoris, right? It's a game for the child, but it's also teaching them. It's teaching them how to categorize something on the basis of color, size and shape. It's teaching them fine motor skills, dexterity. So it's not saying that learning is synonymous with play. So actually when we say Bachpan Manao, right, and I know NDTV has a big campaign with, Rohini Nilekani and others on Bachpan Manao, this is what we mean. Teach children in a way that's joyful, play-based, that stimulates their curiosity, so that play and learning happen at the same time.
Okay, interesting. It's been 5 years since this thing is in place, and you've already collaborated with a lot of state governments. Just shed light on that, on how that experience has been.
We frankly had a very good experience working with the government since day one. Today we work with 10 state governments. We also don't charge the government. It is a pro bono solution. Rocket Learning always is at the background. So we are delivering the program on behalf of the government to the children, to the parents, to the Anganwadi workers.
So our secret weapon is the Anganwadi worker, right? So we work with 2 lakh Anganwadi workers, 20 lakh, 2 lakh.
2 lakhs. Yeah.
2 lakh Anganwadi workers, 20% of India's Anganwadi system. And they actually have been given smartphones by the government. Okay. They're even given data packs by the government. So we're able to reach out to them on a daily basis in their pockets every day. And, we're waiting for parents also to get more smartphones. So 70% of parents also have smartphones, even in rural areas. And that number has been growing. But until we can reach those parents at home, we are reaching the children through their classrooms, through their Anganwadi workers.
Okay. Yeah? Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. A country where literacy is measured by number, the genuine IQ of children becomes instrumental, and that is where such initiatives and startups come to play. These were some innovative minds talking about their idea in trying to make sure that even the least common denominator in the country, in the society, gets the instrument of education in its truest sense. With camera person Sachin Sawant, this is Anuj Raith reporting for NDTV from Mumbai.